Celebrities are good at things we know and love them for, but one thing many of them don't seem to be good at is throwing a baseball pitch. That being said, here are the most shocking MLB celebrity pitches of all time. Let's start with Conor McGregor. After his disastrous pitch at a Chicago Cubs game, Conor McGregor is unlikely to add baseball to his list of new hobbies. Before their game against the Minnesota Twins at Wrigley Field in Chicago, the former UFC 2-division champion took the mound. His throwing wasn't very effective, therefore he probably shouldn't count on a career as a pitcher. He unleashed a hard left-handed pitch, but it sailed way past the catcher's mitt. McGregor, who had just shattered his tibia in a trilogy fight with Dustin Poirier at UFC 264, claimed he was pleased with the pitch. According to the Irishman's report in the Mac Life, this was the most devastating first pitch ever seen in the legendary Wrigley Field. There is poison and strength to spare. It's not entirely correct, but then again, I only have one leg. You can tell I'm putting all my weight on my recently damaged left leg. It makes me glad, and I'll definitely think about that. If you could quantify the strength, I'd say that mine is significantly the same as the rest of them. It's just that the precision is off just a tad. The Irishman hasn't bothered hitting a baseball mound since he miscued his throw. There's one small consolation though. McGregor isn't the first famous person to have trouble pitching in the MLB. 50 Cent has had his own set of problems in that role too. Speaking of 50 Cent's terrible pitch, the multi-platinum selling rapper hit the mound for the ceremonial first pitch at the Mets vs. Pirates game. However, the throw didn't nearly go as he would have liked.
It's not great. Just a bit outside.
On May 27, 2014, Curtis Jackson only succeeded in throwing what had to be one of the worst opening pitches in baseball history. The rapper and business mogul threw out the first pitch at that night's Mets-Pirates game, presumably to promote his upcoming album. Unfortunately, the left-handed pitcher almost hit the photographer with a terrible throw. When the famous rapper put the ball behind his back and wrapped up his leg like a professional pitcher, he did nothing but trick us all. 50 Cent initially appeared to be delivering a strike as straight as an arrow, but the ball flew so far to the left that spectators behind the home plate raised their arms in shock. Years after the horrendous throw, people continue to make fun of 50 Cent for his heinous act of vandalism against America's national pastime. He once talked to Neil Best of Newsday about his famed first pitch, saying that he can't believe we're still talking about it. The New Yorker from Queens also said, "Hey, no one warned me. Risk versus reward was never mentioned. If I had known, I would have thrown my ass out of the stands. There is no way to make this go away." To be perfectly honest, I have no good counter arguments to that. It appears simple on television to throw out the first pitch. What could possibly go wrong when throwing a ball? But it becomes somewhat more difficult at a stadium like Citi Field when thousands of people are staring at you and hoping that you fail. Though he has moved on, 50 Cent still can't get over the fact that his breakthrough moment will live forever. As he told Newsday, "They have baseball cards with me throwing the pitch on actual baseball cards that they created. I was like, who cleared this? Nobody is worse than me at throwing a baseball pitch, so don't even bring it up. I underestimated the significance of my bad pitch." Then there it was on CNN. Not the way I wanted things out here at the moment. As I was about to air this song, and ESPN and CNN were reporting that my arm was broken. What the crap happened to me, I asked myself. Dr. Anthony Fauci is another celebrity that had a shocking MLB pitch. The nation's foremost authority on infectious diseases should have thrown out the opening pitch of a baseball season disrupted by a pandemic.
To throw out the ceremonial first pitch. Catching his pitch is Nationals pitcher Sean Doolittle. Dr. Fauci, when you're ready.
Fauci, who has served on President Trump's coronavirus task force, hit the pitch to start out a baseball season unlike any other. The 79-year-old man coiled up and threw the ball quite a distance away. A fitting introduction to an unusual season, Fauci put up his palms in a shrug as Sean Doolittle sprinted for the ball. Well, in his defense, the man was 79 years old at the time, so what else did you expect? Next up, we have Carly Rae Jepsen. For her part, the the Call Me Maybe songstress threw a strike as the opening pitch for an Royals game in 2013. Her second opening pitch wasn't nearly as effective as the first. Jepsen appeared to have hesitated for too long before finally releasing the ball, which he promptly threw flat. The video of the first pitch being a complete flop soon went viral. Michael Jordan comes in next, and his first pitch was disappointing, especially for a player who spent a year in the minor leagues. He walked out to a loud reception, removed his Cubs jacket, and revealed a Sammy Sosa shirt. After that, Jordan lofted a pitch well above Sosa's head. Gary DeLabate's MLB pitch was just as disappointing. The executive producer of The Howard Stern Show threw the ceremonial pitch. Thankfully, neither he nor the catcher were harmed. It was someone else who took the hit. The home plate umpire was off to the side, yet he threw it straight to him. Embarrassed beyond belief, Baba Booey quickly turned around and bowed low. John Wall too has had his MLB opening pitch moment, and it was not good. As the longtime point guard for the Wizards took the mound, the broadcasters started to wonder if Wall could really throw a baseball. However, their inquiry was met with a loud negative. Wall's toss was reminiscent of a basketball bounce pass rather than a baseball fastball. The former first overall pick wound his knee up and slammed the ball into the turf. It wasn't all too embarrassing though, all thanks to Drew Stohr. The former pitcher for the Nationals dove to his side to make a diving catch of the bouncing ball. Monique Evans, 2014's Miss Texas, also had a go at it. At age 22, Evans took the mound while still wearing her beauty pageant crown. When the ball slid off Evans' fingertips and, well, rolled down the mound, the former dancer appeared to step into an arabesque. Nonetheless, she maintained her position, leg in the air and all, for a while longer as the ball approached home plate. Next up is Mariah Carey, who was escorted by two mascots at the Tokyo Dome to the pitching mound. The superstar singer wore oversized sunglasses from the 2000s and towering heels. Carey's throw to the catcher was weak, and it missed him by a wide and embarrassing margin. We all know Snoop Dogg loves sports, but he's definitely not good at baseball. The rapper appeared to be at ease on the mound, and he ripped one so far outside that a few camera operators and spectators had to move out of the way. The throw had power, but no accuracy. Carl Lewis rounds up our list. The 9-time gold medalist's first pitch was about as excellent as his performance of the national anthem 10 years prior. Unlike some previous first pitch hurlers, Lewis's ball made it to home plate, although after a few extra hops, Lewis, embarrassed by his weak first pitch, insisted on a do-over and delivered a good one this time. Kudos to him.